They fired me on a Monday morning, not because I was bad at my job, not because the company was failing. They fired me because I was replaceable. I still remember how the room felt that day. Cold, quiet, uncomfortable. They didn't even look guilty. The CEO avoided my eyes. The manager kept checking his phone. And then he said it. "We've decided to let you go." Just like that. 3 years of my life ended in one sentence. I nodded. I smiled politely, and I walked out with my box of personal things. Inside, I was breaking. I had given that company everything. Late nights, early mornings, weekends. I knew their schedules better than they did. I fixed their mistakes quietly. I protected them when clients complained. But to them, I was just a secretary, someone easy to forget. That night, I cried. Not because I lost the job, but because I realized how small they thought I was. For weeks, I was angry. Angry at them. Angry at myself. I replayed the meeting in my head again and again. What could I have said? What could I have done differently? Then, one night, something changed. I stopped asking why me and started asking, what do I do next? That question saved my life. I stopped thinking like an employee and started thinking like an owner. You see, during those 3 years, I had learned everything, not just how to answer phones, but where money flowed, who really had power. I remembered something important. The company wasn't owned by just one person. There were shareholders, small ones, quiet ones, people who didn't even work there anymore. That's when the idea was born. Not revenge, control. I knew I wasn't rich, but I also knew something else. Big things are built slowly. I started by rebuilding myself. I cut my life down to the basics. No restaurants, no new clothes, no comfort spending. Every dollar had a purpose. I worked 2 jobs, sometimes 3. I was tired all the time, but for the first time, I felt focused. At night, I studied finance, business law, ownership structures. I didn't want motivation. I wanted understanding. Most people dream. I wanted strategy. Month by month, I saved. Then I made my first move. I bought my first share. It was small, almost meaningless, but to me, it was everything, because it wasn't about the amount, it was about direction. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't celebrate. I just kept going. Another month, another share. Sometimes I wanted to stop. Sometimes fear whispered, "What if this is pointless?" But I remembered their faces, how easily they dismissed me, and I kept buying. Quietly, patiently. I watched. I listened. Former employees talked. Small shareholders complained. Some were tired. Some needed money. Some just didn't care anymore. And I was there. Not desperate, prepared. One by one, I bought more. Mistakes happened. Bad advice. Slow paperwork. Stressful delays. There were nights I couldn't sleep. I wondered if I was ruining my life. But progress doesn't feel powerful while it's happening. It feels lonely. Then came the turning point. One shareholder wanted out. They were desperate. Family problems, medical bills. They needed cash fast. I had it. That deal changed everything. For the first time, I mattered. The numbers shifted. I wasn't just small anymore. I had influence. The board meeting was announced. I wasn't invited at first. They didn't know who I was, until the paperwork landed on their table. Suddenly, I received a call, a polite one. Different tone. They asked me to attend. I walked into that room with calm hands. No anger, no smile,
just clarity. They recognized me. I recognized the fear. I spoke once, clearly, professionally. Then we voted. Silence filled the room. The result was undeniable. The company changed hands, not because I yelled, not because I threatened,
But because I prepared, I didn't fire anyone that day. I didn't humiliate anyone. That wasn't the point. Power isn't about revenge. It's about responsibility. I fixed what they ignored. I listened to employees. I rewarded loyalty. I made transparency a rule. Slowly, the company healed, and it grew. But the biggest change wasn't the business. It was me. I learned that quiet people are dangerous, not because they are weak, but because they observe. If you're watching this and you feel invisible, remember this: no one sees your potential until you use it. They fired me, so I built myself, and then I bought the company.